What position do you need to be in?
Alright, hey guys, what's up? We're back. Tier list time. I'm on tier list maker. Well, tier maker.
Shock gaming.
I'm doing Minecraft mobs. I tried to make this one myself, and it didn't work out too well, so I decided to use somebody else's work. And, yeah.
Play Drizza. Complete radio silence from all.
Can he even hear Jimmy Johnson? Is that why he's not
No, he's got the bot muted, I think.
I think
Bad.
I unmuted
How
the
do we
bot. I
kick
can hear it
Jimmy
very
Johnson?
faintly.
There he is.
Okay, let's just get right into it.
Yeah, we got a large list. 85 mobs, to be exact, are on this list. Some of them more valid than others, but...
Including some useless ones that don't need to be here.
I guess we could just skip over the useless ones and just put them where we feel like real quick. But let's move on.
Start with Alex, make your way down.
We got Alex.
Can we just designate F tier for all of the ones that shouldn't be on this list to begin with?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can rename F the useless tier if you want.
Useless.
Or irrelevant, or whatever.
Irrelevant.
Rename it.
That's a good
Should
one.
dig straight down. I'm putting that in. Okay,
Are
moving
we
on.
digging
You
straight
should
down,
name
or are they
it.
digging
You should name
straight
it the anti-Ken Pong. Is what you should name it.
Alex. Where does Alex
I swear, if you put Alex at a C tier or lower, you are an idiot.
I feel like we should be in the useless tier because this part shouldn't be a part of.
go? What?
What did he say?
Like, I don't feel like Alex should be on the list. You know.
Well, are you saying that Alex and Steve aren't important?
I don't feel like they count better. I'll set up. Just put Alex and Steve in S tier as an S is for Smash Brothers, so they belong in S tier.
They
Yes.
do belong in S tier in both this category and Smash Brothers, especially Minecraft Steve.
Oh, yeah, I got another great tier list idea now.
Wild Wolf,
Yeah,
I'm claiming
aggressive Wild Wolf.
pretty aggressive.
I say D tier because they're shit and they're not a challenge at all anymore.
No. They're aggressive, but it doesn't mean they do damage. Oh.
No, they're relatively shitty, so you know.
True.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me out with some of these names because I don't know all these names.
That's an axolotl. It's not in the game yet, so a bit
E.
of a weird
good
one.
dig straight now.
Yeah, we can't really rate them if they're not in
Or
the
we
game
could just
yet.
put like NA below should dig straight down.
I feel like that's what should dig straight down tier is the tier that doesn't belong, but Tyler decided it was going to get a stupid name. And also,
Fair enough, I guess.
Wow. Bats.
F.
F. Oh,
they're just
Yeah.
annoying. They don't drop anything.
E.
they're just very, very bees. I love bees.
Easier to go in S tier.
S tier. S tier. S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There-
Put them in S tier.
Fuzzy Bees is my favorite recent update because it's pretty
Me
cool.
as well. I love that update.
Because it didn't like completely overhaul anything, and the bees are cool.
And they're updating bees again in the cave update, which is even cooler.
It blazes. They're a necessary part of the game. So
They are
it
They are
Why?
very necessary. And they're
They're-
not that hard to deal with.
I think it goes in B tier. That's fine.
Yeah, B for Blaze, I guess.
So true.
420 Blaze.
420.
Now the brown mushroom is next, and that is not a dig straight down one. That's
That's an
definitely
A-tier
one that
easy.
counts. I agree because it's definitely A tier. They're kind of hard to get, but so are regular mushrooms. But the mystery stew, there's a couple of them that are really really worth getting. So
You should turn on your camera and show everyone your baby mushroom that you have on
My
your
baby
head.
Dandelion
mushroom,
stew's
yeah,
super good.
it's with me. It's my little desk accessory.
Yeah, we're next to
Your
Chibi
baby
Robot
mushroom.
Boy. Okay, what's next?
I'm gonna stick him on top
Yeah.
of my PC. Actually, no, I'm not. It doesn't. His head's too big.
are there
Okay.
tamed cats on this list, or as well as these like stray cats?
The ocelots
I
are
didn't
on
look for
here,
that.
but I don't know if the other ones are. I think they are.
Ocelots aren't cats. I mean,
Well,
they are, but they aren't anymore.
Ocelots could be cats, older game.
You can no longer tame ocelots.
I know that. I
So I'm
learned
just
that the
gonna
hard
assume
way.
that
You
cats
watched
are
the
their own thing.
on stream. I tried to tame one for about half an hour, and then I looked it up and realized you couldn't do that anymore.
Trying to feed it a cookie.
Yeah, and I knew the whole time. Honestly, they're kind of underrated. They're really easy to get. And also they fend off creepers and phantoms are arguably the worst mob in the entire game.
Wait, are these cats?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about ocelots. I'm like, that's
Hit him with a bee?
B?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think they're
pretty
not
fine.
game changing like the brown mushroom or the bees, but they're definitely good.
Yeah, they're not. They're not shit. These are cave spiders. So
I think we all know where these are going.
That they should dig straight down.
In D
I just hate them. I mean, they're not redundant. They're completely different to regular
they're
spiders.
completely useless, just like bats, and they're just so
Yeah.
annoying.
They just exist in the occasional mine shaft, and then they just poison you.
Alright, so
And
now
they're
I'm gonna make
is
the
the
case
creeper.
for charged creepers because
is
I
charged.
love mob heads and I think mob heads are very cool. That's why.
I wish there
I'm
was a
gonna
way to
agree
get
with you.
them that wasn't terrible.
Yeah, like big stuff.
Well, I mean, mob heads are kind of already an endgame thing, and once you get channeling tritons, it's not hard to get.
Yeah.
charged creepers.
I honestly forgot there was that. I honestly thought you had
I do
to
like the charged
luck into
creepers.
getting a charged creeper to get my
only
odds. Okay.
Well,
only because of the mob head.
I'm
I think-
surprised I haven't actually done that on my world yet.
Hit him with a
Oh,
C.
Eli, welcome to the party.
You didn't hear the little ding?
No, I did not.
Well,
So
now
we're
I
gonna
need to
put
see.
the
Can you mute
charged-
yourself while you cough?
I think you should put that B tier.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
like a pretty reasonable
I think
spot for it.
blazes are better than them though.
You think so? I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
Chicken zombies.
Chicken
Iron hole.
jockey.
C.
Although I love them, they're really annoying.
They're cool, and that's about it.
Cool to look at.
I just think they're neat.
Now chickens.
A.
Solid. Also C.
I
I think A because they're the easiest meat food source you can get because you can
And-
make auto chicken farms that collect their own eggs
and
then
and-
dispense
Well,
the
I mean,
eggs and
once
then
you-
cook
one-
the chicken.
Once you get a fire aspect sword, I mean, you can also just go to the nether and just kill hoglins for a little bit, and you get, like, way more. And pork, I think, is better than chicken.
Yeah, but it is 100%. But chicken is also just super easy to get, and they lay eggs.
and chickens poop eggs, and eggs can be used as weapons. So
They don't do it.
any
They don't.
damage.
Yeah, they don't do any damage. They just do knockback, and very little of it.
shut up.
Yeah, I hate the
thing.
cod. I'm gonna throw it out there. I hate the cod. It replaced the raw fish, and I'm a bit offended by that.
You know, I am too.
Well, I think it was about time that we actually got like a mob for it because it makes it more accessible to users. Like you don't have to craft a fishing rod now, and it makes it easier to get food at the start of the game when like food is a real concern, especially on hard and hardcore.
Right. But I really wish they would have kept it as fish. just fish.
Does anyone else see the jagged lines that are going all over Tyler's screen whenever he moves
Yes,
it?
I do.
Oh, yeah, the after images.
Yeah. Tyler, you were levitating towards the higher tiers.
Oh, I agree with the player in the bee.
C. Easy C.
C for cod.
All right, cows. Now they have been significantly nerfed when they changed the cow
Should
sound.
dig
I think
straight
they did long enough
down.
to-
I just
Okay.
noticed that.
Brian, I could not agree with you more. The old cow sounds are my favorite sound in the entire game.
You were talking about that when we were at the zoo on Tuesday.
They are overpowered, the old cow sounds, but then they changed them, and now I'm not as big of a fan.
It's like the 2017 Royal Jack. You gotta put them in S tier.
I'd say B tier because they're good for like be getting game food, and of course leather armor, which is one of the first things that people
Well,
usually
And
craft.
even,
Leather
even for
armor,
enchanting table too, unless for some reason you
leather
only get
armor is a
enchanting
waste
table
of
after the
leather.
end.
If
It
you're
really
gonna use
is.
leather for anything, it better be books.
Gotta put them in at least A.
Yeah, books as well.
Okay, it's going in the
Because
B tier.
armor is useless.
I
Why
will
would you
start
ever
reading
make
every
leather
team
armor?
at Ken Palm if you don't move carrot.
I've got 10 sets of it in my base, just all different
Oh, you
colors.
son of a bitch.
Gonzaga, Baylor, Illinois, Michigan. Move it up.
The cow? Fuck.
Yes, cow.
It does. Okay, moving on. The creeper.
Regular creeper.
Regular
Yeah, I'm running
Creeper, I appreciate it because you can use it to get most of the music discs, and for that alone, it should be on the top.
Yeah,
That's true. That is
You
very
can-
true.
you also farm them to make firework rockets for the Elytra, which,
Oh, that's
like,
also
God,
true.
oh,
And they're like
having
the face
firework
of
rockets at all
Minecraft.
times is amazing. They
And
also
the fact that they look like penises is really a plus.
Oh my god.
a gameplay related plus is that they also they're a real threat and they can sneak up on you really good if you're not paying
They
attention.
are
also-
definitely a real
The
threat.
gameplay
That is
related
definitely
plus is
something
also
that.
the fact that they look like penises.
I mean,
They
you get full
also
props
gave
for them
us-
and you can tank them
Yeah.
point blank, but it still scares the shit out
Just-
of you.
Just for being phallic alone, you gotta put in this.
They also gave us one of the greatest jump scares that I've ever seen when Noah was on stream and one spawned in his house.
I know exactly what you're. Yeah.
Yeah, that
was
was pretty
hilarious.
terrifying.
That was hilarious.
I think we
There's
should.
also that one. There's that one picture I have where a creeper's like a few blocks away from me on the other side of like a ravine, and I'm just sitting there talking in Discord.
All right, up
All right.
next.
Next on your list is an evoker alligator. Put it in the dig straight down category. Doesn't belong here.
True.
I don't even know what that is. Okay,
It's not even.
dolphin.
It's not even a mob. It's
No,
just,
it's an entity.
yeah. It's just an entity.
Dolphin.
Y'all are up to decide the dolphins because I have mixed feelings. Me personally,
I'd
I'd put it at C.
Yeah, I'd say C tier as well. Like, you sure like the functionality of feeding them fish to get treasure is like neat and all, but it's not. I don't really utilize it at all. And it is nice that you get a little speed boost from swimming
Right.
with them, though.
Okay.
So that's the only thing
Dolphin?
that prevents it going lower for me.
Here's my campaign for it is because in Mario Party 8 you can follow the dolphin to a special island that gives you coins and a star. So that's why I like the dolphin, just because it's right.
See,
Yeah.
dolphin guys.
No true.
Dolphin is the reason why I'm able to play old games of Pikmin. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
for everything related to
That,
not
that should go to
the
S.
actual function in the game.
But,
Freaking Mario Party 8 and the PC emulators are the dolphin.
all right, moving on.
I'm
We got-
looking at
And
some
for
of the
that
next
reason, we're
mobs,
putting
and
it
some
in
of them
A.
are like making me question.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones in here that don't belong here.
Alright,
We got
Next
we
one
got-
up.
We got an
Donkey.
ass up next.
donkey.
Donkeys are like the
Donkey.
more useful llamas.
That they don't spit in your face.
Who the fuck server muted me? You ass.
I guess.
Anyway,
I'm
I
actually
think
composed
donkeys.
in more
I
body
think
parts than
donkeys
that.
are not nearly as good as horses, but they're still great. And you can put chests on them, and that could be useful.
So
I
be-
They
do love
were-
They're
that,
also
that,
not nearly
that,
as
They
that
were,
I love
they
how
were
Eli is calling
integral
people.
and multiple duplication glitches.
No, don't put them that high. I would put them in a C tier, and then horses at B tier, because then you can combine the two and get like a mega mutant horse donkey called a mule.
Ah, yes.
I
Okay,
just
these
like to point
fuckers
out
right
that
here.
Eli
These
called
fuckers
Lucas
right
an
here are
ass while
going-
we were rating donkeys.
These fuckers are going in E. I hate those guys.
Why?
I hate those guys.
Perfect.
There's like
I
10
agree. They are
I agree.
super fucking annoying
these,
to
like
deal
10
with.
billion. There's 10 billion of
Yeah,
them in
none
whatever
exist.
world you're in, and they always attack you whenever you're decide to put your foot in the water just to test it out. They come and attack you.
I've never had
having
an
an
issue
O-
with them.
Having an ocean base, I can like wholly agree with Tyler. They get so fucking annoying so goddamn fast. And even
Yeah.
if you have conduits, they're still a pain.
God
I'd say
forbid
that
that you want to farm sugarcane on the coast and you just go pick up whatever you lost and suddenly you're getting murdered to death. because-
I'd say
Okay.
they should go in D tier. They should go at least in D tier. I don't think they should go in E because they are the only way to get
I don't think-
tridents.
Right.
Fine.
Also,
B tier makes sense.
they're not nearly as bad as bats or cave spiders, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
Maybe on the
As
whatever.
annoying as they are, they do have a
All right.
use.
Here's COVID right here.
Elder Guardian.
That's
I-
going
I-
higher, man.
Here's
It's a
COVID
great
right
source
here.
of sponge, and it
Well,
also has
now
a really
this video's
cool.
gonna have like a
Solid B.
Well, there's a limit. You don't really get that many
Right.
sponges from Elder Guardians. You get more from raiding the monument itself, but they
Yeah,
are
but-
nice. They give you a little bonus. I would say B tier.
I would say B tier as well because they also have like cool, unique features that until that point no mobs have. They give you mining
Mining f-
fatigue.
yeah,
they have
mining-
like a ghost thing go across your face. It's really cool. They're really unique.
All right. We got boss Ender Dragon up next.
all of the end mobs
Solid.
deserve to be an
B.
S tier. That is my only request.
Not
I-
all of them.
Yeah, not
I
all of them.
I
Every
think
single
3
end
of the
mob.
4 deserve to be S tier, including the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, I would say
Ender
Ender Dragon
Dragon?
S, especially because of the improved fight.
Oh yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Right. Remember, Eli? Remember when we almost killed the Ender Dragon by just punching it?
No, we did kill it by
We did kill
punching
just
it.
by punching it. Oh, that was great.
It was that fucking SWDB. Of course, I'm gonna remember the details exactly. That's my world.
It was great.
It
What about
looks
the
like
Enderman?
Enderman's next.
Enderman is
I rest
also
my
S
case.
tier.
Yeah, they're good for
No.
they're good for like early XP farms.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, and they're again a really cool, unique mob that no other
Yeah,
game has had anything
I
like
do
it.
like the look of them. They're really cool.
And they add a weird functionality for pumpkins, which I enjoy.
I'm gonna say this is a. I don't know what this is.
That's an Endermite.
Endermite.
And this
Okay.
is the only dispute that I have against Brian's all end mobs S tier. This one I
Same
would put
here.
in B tier.
B.
Let's be
I'd
honest.
put it in D. I'd put it in D because you can use it for simple Enderman farms, like the one that's on my world.
Yeah,
I think they're
agree,
completely
I agree.
useless.
I agree.
And you come across them so very little.
Right. Next,
Voker.
the Voker.
Honestly, not as hard to kill as I originally thought they would be. They're pretty damn easy to take out if you
They're
just
not
go at
D
them right
tier.
away.
Do not put them that low.
I'm just hovering around until we figure out where to put it. Don't.
The real danger from these things comes the longer these things are
Vexes.
alive, the more dangerous they become because of the vexes. That's where they
Right.
truly become a pain.
And
So if you kill them fast, then they're not a threat. But if you lollygag, then you're gonna get your ass kicked.
me personally, I'm thinking B tier.
I'm gonna go with that
I
too.
agree. I just like to hover around until we find a spot. Foxes.
S tier.
I think these things are just.
There's
so
one named
Yeah.
Logano 1. Just take that into account when you're rating them.
Just looking at just them laying down,
They just
Oh,
don't-
yeah.
just how they look
You
when they
can-
lay down.
And they have functionality, although it's not very useful. You can make automatic sweetberry farms with them. And also the squeaks are incredible. And they
Yeah,
I
have
it's-
love
swords.
foxes. I love the foxes. They're
Oh,
great.
you know why the fox also gets an S tier? Because there's one on SWTV named Logano 1.
Don't
See,
forget Captain
I
of
like to
Sucking Up.
forget
that.
Hashtag Minecraft feet brangling.
I love to forget that. Now let's look at this.
Dig
derpy
straight
guy.
down.
Yeah, this
Dig
derpy
straight
guy.
down.
Yeah,
Is that the
it's
April
the April
Fool's?
Fool's wither. It doesn't belong here.
I mean, these guys. Whoever
S,
made this,
S,
whoever made
S,
this, who
S,
did it?
S, S,
this-
S, 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 S,
Gas?
S.
Are you putting Gast in S? Really?
No, the Valentine's with
No.
her.
No.
No.
S, S.
I was like,
Gas
are you
gets
really
like a D.
putting Gast in S? Because that's like one of the most annoying nuisance things there is.
The gas is really, really annoying. I hate the gas.
They do serve a valid threat though.
Yeah.
I'd say C tier. They're kind of annoying like the drowned, but unlike the drowned, they're actually dangerous, especially if you get swarmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Next,
Wow.
Glow Squid goes in the dig straight down. We can't judge it. It's not in the game yet.
This is a glow squid. It's not the regular. Oh, there's the regular squid. I was like, where's the regular squid?
Guardian.
Here's
Should have been the
another-
I
cow.
would-
Should have been
Here's
the cow.
another
Should have been the
COVID
cow.
I'd say-
variation.
I would
I
not
would say the
continue. Sorry.
Okay.
Plankton.
I would say A tier because once you are able to farm these guys,
Right.
unlimited food, unlimited prismarine, unlimited sea lanterns, and sea lanterns are the best lighting blocks. So you know that you got to make a farm for these guys at some point.
Also, they're decent for XP.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that.
Here's
Next up is Hero Brian.
Hero Brian.
Do we
Nah,
put him in Dig
it-
Straight Down, or do we put him in
I
line
feel like
with the others?
he's either S or Dig Straight Down because sure he's fictitious, but mods of him have actually existed, and he's like one of the most infamous creepypastas of all time.
He goes and digs straight down. It's not in the game. Also, longest time I thought it was Hero Brian, like Brian, and I thought it was great. It had my name and stuff.
Hero Brian.
This was
We
like
should get that
forever
one.
ago.
Now it's gonna be a running joke. Good job, Brian. Or Hero Brian, I should say. Warthog.
Hoglins.
I don't know.
Hoglin.
You
Hog.
fucking dumbass.
I don't fucking know. Okay, go on.
Just the
Alright.
Hoglin.
I'll let
Easy
you
C.
guys.
See?
I'd say either C or B because they're really good food sources as well as good sources of leather if you have a looting sword with fire aspect.
All right, we'll put him.
Fair
put him
enough.
B. Put him B. And then the horse. We already talked about this one's.
Horse is above-
Yeah,
Oh,
we said
donkey.
that. Yeah, we kind of decided on the horse before we even got to it.
Yeah, they're good. They're really useful in some cases, but they're not as good as mules. I don't think, at least.
Once you get elytras, they just become completely irrelevant.
Right.
Right, that as well. Like, exactly. Once you get an elytra, they're just not. Like, you don't even need one.
All right. What is he? Who's this guy?
Drowned. Put it with the drowned.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like the drowned,
the
but on
husk.
land.
It's just a reskin of the zombie. The only difference between a husk and a zombie is that husks don't burn in daylight and they give you
Right.
hunger when they hit you.
And hunger is the most annoying effect, other than mining fatigue.
Yeah, I agree there.
Sure.
Okay, now the Illusioner is technically in the game, but do we want to put it in Dig Straight Down because it's not an official spawning mob?
I'd say E just because it is actually in the game, but it has no it doesn't spawn naturally, and the only way you can actually get it to spawn is by forcibly making it spawn with
Using
command.
commands, and it does have functionality though. And I don't know if you guys
It's
know
not
anything
completely-
about the Illusioner.
Yeah,
but it is
I've
a
seen
pretty
it.
cool idea.
Yeah,
for
it's definitely in prototyping stages though. They haven't really refined
Right.
it.
They do plan on adding it. It's just not in the game yet, for real. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
All right. The
Iron
Iron Golem is
Golem.
up next.
Just because of Iron Golem farms,
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Those are gonna be irrelevant though. Coming Cave update, but
I mean, they are.
But
they
right
are
now-
trust me. Every time they remove a farm, within a day, someone finds out how to break it again.
well, no, just the ore veins alone will.
Oh
provide
yeah, the gigantic ass ore veins.
enough iron to last years. But iron golems are definitely. I would put. I don't know about you guys, but I would put them in S tier for the iron farms.
I'm gonna put him in S just
All
because
right.
he's a huge tank. Especially in the
Also, they're
early
hilariously stupid.
yeah.
Yeah, they get stuck in pits all the time. God, their AI is kind of shit.
This is okay. What I would assume to be Jeb underscore, although it is not Jeb underscore. Picture.
I think it's just a sheep with every die picture, but really poorly
the
done.
regular sheep is below it.
Oh,
So I think it's meant to be Jeb underscore, but I don't know.
So where do we put it though?
let's just do this one and the sheep at the same time since it's pretty much identical.
But
Yeah.
this. Okay, so where do we put it? I'd say C or B.
See,
Yeah,
it has its uses, but once you get a bed, it's pretty much useless. And if you find a village, then you don't ever use sheep.
Right.
killer rabbit.
Hello, Wabbit.
Killer
I'd say
rabbit.
it's similar to the Illusioner. It's in the game,
Right.
but you can only spawn it with commands. However, it does have completely fleshed out functionality.
Right, because it was officially in the game for a solid point something update.
Dear God, did it hit hard.
Then the llamas.
It was only in the game for like a month.
These llamas
Llamas are
just-
fucking completely useless, and I hate everything
They
about them.
spit in your
The
face.
only enjoyment that I get out of llamas is when a wandering trader spawns. I punch one of them, make them spit on the other, and then watch as they have a spit fight.
The Wandering Trader Llama is actually on this list as well, because technically it is its own mob.
Okay, wandering trader llama
Oh,
goes
boy.
above normal llama then, just because of the fact that you can get an easy spit fight to just
So I
watch
should
and
put
entertain
E
yourself with.
for
Yeah.
regular, and then D for wandering trader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
hold
you can
on.
get
I see
lead.
the Ergast there. That is a mob from a mod. That should not even
Yeah.
be in here. Put that
We
and
know,
dig straight
we
down
know.
right now.
We know. We were talking about it earlier.
Who the
Let's
God?
keep
Whoever
going
made
down
this
the
list,
line. We
like,
got some good ones coming up. Magma Cube.
Do not underestimate the magma cubes. They are
Yeah,
the most
they-
dangerous mob in the Nether.
they get, especially in basalt deltas, it's so easy to get swarmed by them, and even with completely full protection for netherite armor,
They
if
do
you
a
get swarmed by
crap.
them, they still do stuff to you. Yeah.
I'd say they are probably like I said. I think they are the most challenging mob in the game,
So S.
just based off where they are. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Now regular mushroom.
I'd still say A tier because
Yeah.
they're still kind of like a
Yeah,
flex,
I
especially
agree.
if you get them off of the Mushroom Island.
It's no mystery stew, but mushroom stew is still a good infinite food source.
I like how all the different like cow build
Sussy
variations
stew.
all got the A tier. Kind of.
Why would
Um,
you say it like that?
How else was I supposed to say it? I don't know.
Pussy
The
stew.
ocelot is up next.
Ever
They
since
removed
they like,
functionality.
ever since they put cats in the game, ocelots are just kind of like meh now.
Because you can't even tame them either. You can befriend them, and then they won't run away from you.
Can't even
But you can't tame them.
transmutate them into cats anymore.
No, I know, right?
I think I'm gonna knock him down to D just because again.
Yeah.
tame
Just
'em.
shove salmon into them until they turn into cats.
I miss that.
I'd put pandas in D just because there's like zero functionality with them.
D?
All they
What?
They're so cute.
actually
Look
no.
at them. They're so
No.
cute.
I would put them in B tier.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah,
like that better.
I would
think
agree.
they're great.
I don't know
And
why
the
the fuck I said
occasional
D.
Sneezy panda that sneezes.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot
Look at
that
this.
did
Look at the
that.
eyes. He's so sad that you made him go in D tier.
Also, they have like a bunch of different variants of the same panda. I think they're
I
really
think there's
cool.
only two variants, just the black and then the occasional brown one that spawns. It's very
No,
rarely.
there's face variants. There's sneezy ones.
Oh.
There's angry ones. There's regular ones. There's sad ones, and then there's brown ones.
Okay, next one I'm just gonna do myself real quick here.
They sit on your
Yep.
shoulders. Come on.
And they dance.
And they dance.
They
They
dance.
dance.
That is
I
very
love
dance.
that they dance. Oh my god.
The only downside is they die when you feed them cookies. You're welcome, Tyler.
I'll never forget when you made me feed them and I massacred my freaking parrots. God.
You did it twice.
I did it twice because I accidentally had cookies in my hot bar and I fed them by accident. Okay, what's the difference between these next two?
Piglin Brute has 40 hearts, does a lot more damage because it does axe crits.
Yeah.
And they are only found at Piglin Bastions. And they cannot
They're-
be bribed with gold, and they still attack you if you're wearing gold armor.
They are very tanky.
So S.
They are very tanky.
So kind of like the Iron Golem, like S.
No, they're not
No,
S. Not
no.
them in S. I would say A or B.
Okay,
Yeah.
put an A. And the regular pig.
Piglins, on the other hand, the regular ones, I would argue, maybe even S.
Yeah. See, it's really like the only reliable way to get Soul Speed 3, and I've never seen it happen in the game, but if a group of piglins successfully
seen it.
kill a hoglin, they start dancing as well.
I have seen that, and that is incredible. I remember watching that with my sister, and she was like, "What the heck is going on?" And I was like, "They're dancing. We've
They're
won the
dancing."
war."
Funny, the two dancing ones go right next to each other. Pig.
I think the pigs hold a special place in all of our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
There's
They're
something
the
about
original
pig.
food source.
And they're also the reason creepers exist.
Right.
Then you
And
You
they
can
are,
make-
and you can ride them with saddles.
yeah, you can ride them, and you can basically
You ride them
drive
off a cliff for an achievement.
Wasn't there one time where you could make them fart and fly? Wasn't that a thing?
Tyler, I think
I
you
do
might
not
have
believe
watched the
so.
mod a
Trail
long
mix
time
mod.
ago.
I think I
That
did
was the
use that
trail
mod.
mix
It
mod
was
from years and
hilarious.
years ago.
I feel like you're projecting some desires.
No, it was a real thing. It was a real thing in 2012. The trail mix mod. You would feed them trail mix, and they would yawn into the sky and explode.
So
Where are we putting the pigs, boys?
What the fuck? I just looked in a
ARS.
quote chat in another Discord server and I found your ass like Anne Frank. What the fuck?
Are we putting them in S tier?
I
Special
think
place
we
in our
gotta put him
hearts.
in S. I think we gotta put him in S.
All right. Next up is pillagers. What do you think, boys?
Oh, these fuckers. Oh my god. I hate these guys so much.
Solid A tier for how much they changed the game.
Yeah,
They
They're
do.
also-
They do change the game quite a lot.
they're a good source of emeralds if you trigger a raid as well.
Emeralds, XP, and cheaper trades. Yeah,
Okay, fine.
and just
I
random
agree,
iron
I agree.
armor.
Polar bears.
E.
Like
E.
yeah, they literally have zero use in the fucking
I wish
game.
they did have. I wish they weren't like. They wish had more functionality because
They're just a vanity mob.
they pretty much.
They're that thing that if you've never played Minecraft before, the first time you come across polar bears is the only time you enjoy them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree. Oh, pufferfish.
Pufferfish, on the other hand. Now, pufferfish.
These things are good for pranking people.
Yeah, you can hide them behind doors and stuff, and in like the
Yeah,
walls.
and then you just get poisoned out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck?
I do enjoy them a lot. Ugh.
It's Brian? Brian?
I'm here.
Brian?
I'm in my car.
Ryan, what do you think about pufferfish?
I'm in the car.
You're just in the car.
Vroom
I'm
vroom.
parked.
Uh,
I had to pick up my sister from track practice, so I made the drive over, and now I'm just sitting in the car waiting. So, where are we? Did we make
Pufferfish.
Tyler for feeding a cookie to his parrot yet?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked about that.
Good, thanks. Well, that's really all I had
Parrots
to contribute.
or-
So,
No, pufferfish.
Pufferfish.
I'd say A.
Yeah,
Say A for pufferfish.
really,
I
They're
agree.
hilarious.
Like, yeah. Now I want to just like trap someone's house on SWDB with one of them. And just
Okay.
next time that someone logs on.
Now this next one, this is the regular rabbit, and the rabbit at the end of the line is toast specifically. And I would put them at the same place.
So where? I'll do them both right now.
Completely useless. Put them in D tier right now. They're annoying to kill. They're only good for rabbit's foot for a haphazard potion.
Yeah, yeah.
Next update, you will also be able to use them for bundles, and they're not hard to farm once you do get them going. So I would put them in D tier for now, though.
What the hell?
Of course, rabbits aren't hard to farm. They fuck each other like Southerners fuck their sisters. Which
is
I
every
day.
didn't need to know that.
No comment.
What the hell is this next one?
That's a Ravager.
Sure.
They're like Triceratops, except for their neck extends and then they chomp. They're like a chain chomp, but they look like a villager horse elephant.
They can also be. I remember there's a thing you can do on I think it's only on Java that this works, but you can set them up in a way to where you can make them attack you, and then you just get like almost instantly teleported. just hundreds, sometimes even thousands of blocks, and it's just hilarious to watch.
They're fun. They're a cool thing in the game. I would put them at B tier. They do drop saddles, which is probably the best way to get saddles.
All right, moving on.
But
Salmon.
you know,
Salmon.
salmon.
Oh.
Oh, okay, salmon. Oh God. Oh, salmon. Bedrock Edition specifically, there are multiple sizes of salmon, whereas in Java there is only one size of salmon. In Bedrock though, you can find some pretty fucking massive salmon.
Oh yeah.
And you can also find some really fucking small ones. I love salmon,
I love them too.
just because they're dopey, and the size difference in Bedrock is just
I
insane.
think we'll stick them in
sometimes.
the A tier. I kind of like them in that position. Cause I wouldn't put them on the same level as a pig, but
No. Okay, shulkers. Brian is right. This is another S tier.
okay.
They're way, way too useful and way, way too interesting and original.
Was it skeleton jockeys? Now.
Skeleton jockeys, yep, on the skeletal horses. Although the skeletal horses are cool, this is not that mob. This is its own thing. These ones are pretty annoying, but other than that, they're kind of irrelevant.
So would they be on the same one as the chicken jockeys or no?
Is anybody else even in the call still? Hello?
Nope. They all
Any
gone.
word on the skeleton
I am
jockey?
not in the call.
Huh, okay.
Any word on the skeleton jockey?
D. It's pretty boring after you see it once.
Yeah, it's fair.
Uh,
Up next is the mule. It goes an A tier above the horse.
All right. Pretty
Moving
simple. Pretty simple. Then the
Skeleton horse goes with the horse. The only bonus of the skeleton horse is that it can go underwater and not
True.
drowned.
now to another classic, the skeleton.
When they upgraded the skeleton AI, it really made me mad because now they're actually like a challenging mob.
These things.
Somewhat.
These things have great range, and they shoot. They reload and shoot really fast. Like,
Solid A tier, I think,
I agree.
because they're actually challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably,
Before-
yeah, they're
before
probably
they
the
overhauled
most
them?
challenging out of the base mobs. They're probably the most
Before
challenging.
they overhauled them, they were useless, but now they're hard.
I agree. Slime. What's up next? Slime block.
Slimes are S tiers.
Ah, yes. Oh, that's how it does it. It makes a second row on the bottom. I didn't know that. Spider jockeys up next.
Right there with the skeleton jockey. Maybe
Yeah.
no. Put them in C tier.
I think they are a little more useful than the skeleton jockey, I'd say. As they can climb stuff because of the spider. Then speaking of spiders, the regular spider.
Put them in C tier as well.
Yeah. The only difference between the two is one's got a skeleton on it, one doesn't, but really doesn't make that much of a difference. Squid is up next. These things are pretty useless, except for getting ink sacks.
They're not just pretty useless; they are useless.
I'd say E.
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve S.
This is Steve. Is this just Steve?
Yep, S.
I wonder why they put both Alex and Steve. But
Strays are like skeletons, but they're much, much harder. Me personally, I would put them with the skeletons, but it depends on what everybody else thinks about them annoyance-wise.
Same for me.
is anybody else even here? Hold on.
I'm not here.
Did Eli and Brian leave?
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Well, fun. Moving on to whatever that big thing is. Looks like the blobfish.
That, my friend, is a Strider. Probably one of my favorite mobs in the entire game. They look like old men.
That's exactly. He looks like he likes a Hannibal Lecter.
Solid C for me.
Me agrio. Solid C. Here we go.
Tropical fish is an S tier.
Finding Nemo.
They put so much effort into the mob.
Oh, are these guys up next? Are these the
Vex.
No, what's the one when you haven't slept in a while comes and gets
Those
you?
are phantoms. I don't even see them on the list, which is great because they would be an easy E.
Okay, well, where do the Vexes go?
Probably D.
Yeah, I agree. Sea turtles. Next.
I would put them in A or B.
Let me go A. I like sea turtles. Actually, no, B, so you can keep it kind of condensed. Rip.
Villagers are S tier.
Yes.
Let's be honest. They're the best mob in the game.
They're hilarious. You can trade with them, even if the trades are not that great.
No, these guys are the real challenge in the Woodland Mansion. These guys are insanely hard to deal with when you're not ready for them. Also, they can break your shield blocks, which is pretty insane. So I would put them in A tier because they present a real challenge, like the brutes and the skeletons.
Yeah, and then the wandering traders.
E.
Yeah, they do nothing.
They're annoying. They get in the way, and their trades are the worst.
Yeah, they're even worse than the regular villagers.
Put the warden in the dig straight down. Can't judge him yet. He's not in the game yet.
Not in the game. Then witches. What's up next?
I'll let you decide witches, because I can't even.
See, like, witches, they're like, they throw potions and stuff, and they're pretty hard in the early part of the game, even the midpoint of the game. They can be pretty difficult. But once you get the right tools and the right armor, and you learn their tactics, they're not that hard. They don't really drop anything when you kill them either.
No, that's not true. They drop health potions, they drop redstone, they drop glowstone, they drop sticks, they drop glass bottles.
I think they're a good B tier one for me.
They're not hard with one of them, but if you get multiple, throwing like harming, poison, and all the other stuff at you, slowness, then they become a challenge. But you don't find them together very often.
No, they're usually solitary. Wither skeleton. What's up next? I'd put this maybe below the skeleton.
You think below the skeleton?
Yeah. Where do you think?
I was thinking with the skeleton.
Yeah, are they when the skeleton got buffed, did the wither skeleton also get buffed? Or
I would say that the wither skeletons are even more of a challenge if you face them head on. But the only issue is they're 3 blocks tall, so you can block off the top block, and then they're not even a problem.
yeah. Also,
they do provide a important game feature.
They don't have range either because they have a sword, not a bow and arrow. So
actually, you know what? I'm starting to agree with you. Put them back in B tier.
So there we go. All right. And then the wither, the other boss.
S.
Yep. That's what I was gonna agree with. Go with the S. Then
S.
wolf or dormant wolf or dog, whatever. They so cute, and they go in S. Zombified
the
stuff.
most insane. Yeah, Zoglins. They are the most insane mob in the game. They will fight anything when they become Zoglins, and it is hilarious because it's just really funny to watch them turn into Zoglins and then instantly turn on the other Hoglins.
How do they turn into Zoglins anyway?
What?
How do they turn into Zoglins anyway?
You gotta bring them to the overworld,
Oh,
which is even funnier.
interesting.
So would you put them above?
I think they're A tier.
A tier? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Zombie horse. I'm guessing that's what this is.
Zombie horse is E tier. You can't physically get it in the game without commands, although there is a spawn egg.
And then zombie pigman.
S tier. S tier for them. And I'm thinking B tier for the new ones.
The zombie villager.
Zombie villager is S tier. You turn them into regular villagers, and it is overpowered because everything costs 1.
And then you said this guy goes in B tier. And last but not least, the zombie itself.
This is up to you.
I don't know. They're not as annoying as like drowns. They're not really. I mean, they get rotten flesh. I mean, I guess it's like a nice last resort. You don't have any food. They do some damage, but not a lot. They're pretty easy to kill. They usually come in groups, which is if you get swarmed by them, good luck. But usually they're not a problem. I don't think they're on the same levels like creepers or pigs or the zombie villagers. I'm gonna put them in A. We did it! It's done. Did it.
Poggers.
Yay.
PogChamp.
Let's do a count off. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20 in the S tier. About a fourth of the mobs went in the S tier. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16A, 15B, 10C, 10D, 9E, and then 7 went to the should dig straight down category. I guess really the Phantoms were the only one that wasn't really on here. That probably should have been, but it probably would agree would probably go in the E tier because it's really unnecessary. But yeah, that's our final rankings. Minecraft mobs. We wanted to do this one for a while.
Tell us what you think in the comment sections below. And Tyler, do not argue with them.
I will
I will
not
not
argue
tell
with
you
them.
anything.
I learned my lesson from last time when the DreamWorks one. I'm not gonna argue. But anyway, till next time, guys. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.